Guys, welcome back to InDisTREE TV, and today we'll be doing a InDisTREE review of the jailbreak. All right, guys, we're here at Endor's Arborist and Rope Supply with Scott Brenner. Good to see you, bud.
See you too, man.
And today we're going to talk about the jailbreak. All right, Scott. The first question I got to ask is the question that everybody asks me on Facebook or YouTube or whatever. Why?
Well, it's essentially just another tool in your toolbox, something else for you to use. I don't want to say it's the be all end all, obviously, because we have so many other things that are out there and tree guys like choices and options. But it's a device that's a little bit easier to use, in my opinion, than the Porter Wrap, as far as it's got some other features that the Porter Wrap doesn't have.
I could definitely tell you, to answer one or two of the questions, no, it is not a GRCS. So I've got that a lot too. Like, well, is it a GR? No, it's not a lifting device. It is a Porter Wrap friction device. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
There's a couple different ways to mount it, and I'm sure we're going to probably show you a couple of those.
Yeah.
I like setting it up in this configuration as far as being attached at the base, and then a sling at the top. All the sling does at the top is to hold it upright.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if it's connected here, we'll show you how it moves around.
I generally like this setup too.
Yeah. The Porter Wraps, they'll flop, so you got to pick it up all the time and try to get your rope on that. This, you can walk right up to it, you see the whole thing. It's pretty simple to get the rope on it and do what I need to do. We get asked a lot, like how much weight does each wrap hold? It's all going to be different.
Whether I'm using a block, whether I'm using a
Yes.
sling. Yeah. Okay.
So there's no, I can tell you that's going to hold 100 pounds. I know we've held way more weight than we probably should have with it.
I can tell you the various wrap configurations I put on it. Like I said, it does seem to run smooth. It doesn't seem to, again, if you go through all of them, it will lock it down pretty good. But these kind of configurations here, it generally runs pretty smooth. So, can you tell us who and why?
The fellow's name that invented it is named Seth Ramsdell. He's out of Toledo, Ohio, right here in the great state.
Right.
He came up with the idea after using a Porter Wrap for a while with his guys and noticing that, as a climber, you well know, the Porter Wrap will hockle the rope.
Can you show us what that?
What that is on a Porter Wrap. If anybody's used one for a while, we'll just use this post and we're wrapping a rope around something like this. So what ends up happening, because it's twisting the rope, it ends up twisting the rope out here and hockling the rope up, twisting it. And the guy on the ground, if you're that guy, you're on the ground doing this, getting the hockles out of it. And as the climber,
You're waiting.
you're waiting. And as the business owner,
You're losing.
you're losing. And at the end of the week, those minutes do add up. It's a little bit at a time. This has, in my opinion, being a trainer and traveling around and working with all kinds of different crews and training them, this I find is less of a learning curve. It's a little bit quicker for the guys to get the hang of. And he was seeing that too. His guys love this device. The guys really like it that we work with. It's a little bit, I want to say it's the easiest device. I think it has some learning to it.
Right.
You have to show guys how to use it. But we would go and train guys on a Porter Wrap. I've been around long enough. I've been from the beginning Porter Wraps.
They're going to go the wrong way.
They can go the wrong way. They
Yep.
can miss the cleat. They can attach it upside down. There's all kinds of things that can happen. And you get that on there right. And this device seems like, because they can see everything, they're not picking up, they're not moving it. They can walk up to it, get it in the pigtail, add some friction to it, and go. And even when it's loaded, you can even take a wrap off if you want.
Now, see, that's one of Junior's favorite things about the device is, again, with the not hockling up the rope. Your ground guys get agitated with having to stretch that back out, and then you're always standing there, you're waiting, your piece come down, and you're waiting, and that thing comes up from behind you and grabs your hands out. And we all know that once your rope guy's aggravated, who pays for that? So yeah, it's been great for that. Do you guys carry one of these on your truck?
Yes, we actually carry not this version. I still carry my prototype because my nice one I donated to a really nice guy to use.
I don't know what happened there. Let's take a look at the prototype.
We still run this one.
Wow.
Just it still works. This one is, I'm going to say, is a much nicer,
Cleaner aesthetic.
cleaner. You can attach it different places. This one does the job. Those are obviously, I will say that's a better,
Yeah.
a better one,
Styling.
but I still run that one.
All right, let's take a look at this. We'll get it attached from this side and show you what this looks like.
Perfect.
Here.
What we did here is we actually just attached the sling to the center hole. So it kind of hangs this direction. You still have a top and a bottom. And what this does, this allows the device to actually move around the tree a little bit better, I think. Because some people don't like to have the sling, because they may want to hook something to lift.
Like as far as what?
Like we'll use like a Stein pulley, or you can put a 5-to-1 on it to help you take tension out or lift some smaller things. But that leaves that hole free. Some guys like that, or they like the ability to have this. If they're depending on where they're going to stand out in the yard, they like that.
So if you got the
floating.
rope coming off this side, you're able to move over here.
Yeah, it's
out
like
of the rigging path and the
turn and do certain things. I just really like hanging it the first way I showed you.
That's how we do
personal
it.
Preference.
How did you hook this up here? Just a simple.
I just put a cow hitch on here with a half hitch on it, just to hold it on there. Everybody, of course, has their own way of doing it.
Right.
I've seen a bunch of things. Some have been not so good, and some are fine. So however you guys want to hook it up there, whatever knot you want to use to do that with.
Well, guys, that's pretty much the jailbreak. I want to thank you for having us out.
Thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate it.
Guys, come check out Endor's Arborist and Rope Supplies. They're out in Canton, Ohio. If you guys are down this way, come in, talk to Scott. Check out, actually, I'm taking this one with me, so you're going to have to check out his older one until he gets some new ones in. They're doing
They're on the way.
pre-orders now at some places. Call him, get in touch with him. They'll tell you how to get one. And that'll do it for us. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you again, Scott Brenner from Endor's. Final thoughts on the device. Guys, it does exactly what it says it's going to do. It works well. It's easy to use. And it does seem like, so I've tried this multiple ways. You know, this wrap, you know, that's going to be really, really, really good friction there. But yet, it seems like anything I've put through that, it still runs really smooth. The way these are lined up like that, it allows for even the heaviest weight as you approach it. It just takes it really easy. So I have no issues. I tried to load it, unload it, unload it, and these are not slipping off. As long as you're in the pigtails that holds the rope firm against the base, you can see probably on this all of the marks. It's never made it past this far. So, you know, you can see where it's put through. Device is well built. I've had no issues with it whatsoever. It's quick to put on the tree. It doesn't continuously flop down. You have to pick it up and reset it. You can set it at any height you want. I prefer it set up like this, personally. It's the way me and Junior like to do it. But guys, all around, it's a great device, well built, and does exactly what it says it's going to do. So I recommend that you hook up with somebody, maybe go see Endor's, and try one of these out. This is a get your hands on it type device. I can show you tons of video of me, you know, rigging limbs down. Big ones, small ones, watch it run through. But until you get your hands on it and get a chance to look at it, when I first saw it, I thought, man, it's going to be way big, a hunk of junk to carry around, and I just don't want to deal with it. Oddly, it's compact, it's not very heavy, and it is definitely worth hauling around in your bag. So get with somebody, check it out. Anybody around my area can come see me, and we'll check it out together. But definitely get your hands on one, and let me know what you think. So that'll do it for this review. Guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
He's got a face for radio and a voice for print.
Yeah,
That's
pretty much.
Damn it.